Welcome back to Gun Runners, guys. Today's video is going to be pretty interesting. As you know, we already tested this 12 gauge 7.5 shot universal 2 3/4 inch shell manufactured by Winchester, and that brought up quite a bit of controversy. I'm not going to spoil the results for you, but go check out that video. Now, one of our viewers decided to personally fund all of these tests for us, so we want to thank him, give him a big shout out because this was not cheap. We have quite a bit of different gauges and even calibers. We're talking 410 over here, that people have asked us to test for home defense use or just self-defense use in general. Now today on the docket, we're going to take 4 of these away, and we're left with the Federal Turkey Load. Now this is a 3-inch Magnum shell, and let me tell you, it kicks like a mule. It's 2 ounces of shot, and that shot is number 4. So that is roughly 28% larger diameter shot than what we tested last time. Now it also has this flight control wad, which is apparently going to keep that shot very tight, so that should help with penetration inside the Ballistic's gelatin. We're going to be using that same shotgun, so that's a 29-inch barrel, and we're going to be firing from that 3-yard mark just like last time. That way we get comparable results with that Winchester Universal. Now before we get into the results, let me first apologize for our yellow Ballistic's gelatin block. We're trying to save up for some new ones. After you reuse them, they start to get yellow, but they run about 150 bucks a pop, so it's going to be a while. So let's get into these results. As we can see, we have a perfect center punch here. It runs 0.5 inches in diameter as a permanent cavity out to that 7-inch mark, and that's where we start to see the separation between that flight control wad and the brass-plated birdshot. Now it's brass-plated because it's supposed to keep its spherical shape, which should help it penetrate more easily throughout the Ballistic's gelatin. Now from the 7 to the 8.5 inch mark, we see that flight control wad in one piece, which is interesting. Usually we see those broken up by the force. And we have a 3-inch cone of devastation here that actually expands all the way out to 5.75 inches at the 18-inch mark, which is our maximum penetration. Now it is important to note that that 0.5 inch permanent cavity didn't stop with the wad. It actually continued all the way out here until that 13.75 inch mark. Now that can be caused by a few things. That wad could have penetrated out to this distance and been thrown back, but that seems like quite a far distance for that to occur, or that shot could have stayed inside that cup until it reached that 7 or 8.5 inch mark and then separated itself, creating that cone of destruction. Overall, very effective round. We can see that it meets that 12-inch penetration standard, and we see a pretty sizable permanent cavity that reaches past that out to the 18-inch mark, past which would risk over-penetration. So overall, very effective round, very surprising. I did not expect this from this round. Now, as you can tell, we also have these lead chunks in here. That's from an upcoming test that I won't ruin for you guys. I'd like to test 1 round in each block of Ballistic's gelatin, but we really just can't afford that. So for the time being, we're going to have to share blocks, and it looks a little weird. Now, thanks for watching today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, and please share these videos with your friends. It really helps us out, and I'll see you guys next time.